Hey guys, so it is Thursday. I was tying up my shoes in the car because, I'm obsessed with these shoes. They're by Nike. They're actually like a kid's Nike. Oh, can you see? You can't even really see. Oh my god, because it's so sunny. I don't know. They're like kids Nike Roche. I don't know, but I'll talk about this. Well, I don't even know if I'm filming a haul video, but basically Mike wanted to go to Foot Locker one day, so I went. I wasn't planning on buying anything. Walked out with 2 pairs of shoes, including this one. And I never even would have looked at like the kids section or the youth section, but then I saw this woman and she had the cutest baby. She was like literally mom goals. Like she had like Burberry rain boots on, and her husband was like carrying like a Louis Vuitton like crossbody bag, and he was wearing like Yeezys, and Mike and I both want Yeezys, so I was like, oh my god, they're so cool. I saw her trying on those shoes and I was like, oh, I love those shoes. So I went up to the guy working and I was like, hey, this might sound weird, but can you tell me what shoes that woman is trying on, and can you get, do I have lipstick on my teeth? Oh well. I was like, can you tell me what shoes, woo, it's hot in here. I was like, can you tell me what shoes that woman is trying on, and can you get me like a pair? So he did, and they're really nice. So I'll link them down below. I wear a size 7 in Roche's, and I got a size 6 youth. So yeah, I also get a lot of questions still about my Fly Knits by Nike. I love those shoes, and I'll link those down below too. My sister got them for me for my birthday last year. Oh, I was like, is something going on? So many people have bought those shoes because of me, and they're such nice shoes. So it's a beautiful day. It's literally plus 8.5. So like I said, one of my best friends, Nikki, is home from college, university. Why did I say college? I'm just gonna check the mail. I'll be right back. You guys, a lot of you guys know Nikki because, oh, last night, okay, so I was like, yeah, Nikki, I'm gonna wake up early because today at like 5:45, my sister has an appointment with Dr. Sino, who's my plastic surgeon. I mean, I've only had my boobs done, so it's not like I have a plastic surgeon where I go for like everything, but he's my plastic surgeon who did my boobs. So my sister wanted me to go with her because she's planning on getting her boobs done in May. So my sister has an appointment with Dr. Sino tonight at 5:45. And so my mom and I are going with her because she asked me to go, so I'm going to go with her. And I'm also going to talk to Dr. Sino about possibly doing a revision on my surgery because I'm happy with like the shape of my boobs. I'm happy with how like my boobs came out, and I just like, when I went to my appointments, like we had kind of settled on 365 cc's, and I only got 300, and I feel like my boobs are like bigger, but they're not as big as I wanted them to be, especially now that they've settled. So I'm thinking I think I'm gonna get a revision surgery, so I'm gonna talk to him about that. Oh, okay, so last night I was telling Nikki, I was like, yeah, like, because I got home, I went to visit Mike, because I hadn't really seen him this week, so I went over to his house, and so I went over to his house, and he works early, like now that hockey season's over, he works full-time for his dad's company, so he wakes up like really early, and so I left at around like 10:30, and then I came home and Tony was working on Coffee and Couture, and I like just kept her company and like was like dancing and singing around for her. So yeah, I ended up going upstairs to my room at like 1 a.m. And then I thought I was tired, but I wasn't tired. And so at like 3 a.m. I was like, you know, let me start a movie, because I went on Netflix. I was like, I'm just gonna watch like a rerun of Grey's Anatomy. And then I saw this movie called Hush. I love scary movies. So I started watching it, and guys, if you like scary movies, you need to go watch Hush. It is seriously amazing. It is so scary. I had to turn it off after about like 30 minutes, like half an hour, because it was like 3 a.m. I was about to fall asleep, and I was like, I do not want my brain to be taking this in while I'm sleeping. Like, when I go to sleep, like, I like to watch like positive, like funny things. I don't like to fall asleep to like scary things. I had to turn it off, but it's basically about this woman who's deaf, and she is at like an isolated cabin sort of thing to work on her book because she's an author. She's deaf and mute, so she can't speak, she can't really hear anything. Well, she can hear anything, like she cannot hear anything. That's what deaf is, obviously. Sorry, my phone was full of footage. Hi Hi, Queen.
What is this Morelato's water?
I don't know. My mom, we love Morelatos. It's good.
Hi.
Hi. They want to say hi to you.
Oh. Hi.
It's hot. It's like I'm getting sweaty.
Me too. I'm dying.
Because of the sun. And I like didn't even wear my leather jacket.
My house was cold.
Well, your house is always cold.
Yeah.
So tell us about the updates
Of what?
of school. Where are we going? Do you think it's okay that at this time?
Yeah.
Is it lunchtime? I don't even remember.
Me neither.
Can you believe it's been 4 years since we graduated?
I know. Me and Michelle are
It's
planning our
crazy.
5-year reunion next year.
Can I be involved in planning?
Yeah. Updates. Not much in my final exam period right now.
Okay.
I already wrote one, and I have 4 more.
Anyways, well, last time you were home, it was in the middle of a snowstorm.
I know.
And like, I hated driving in the snow, but I knew you'd have a mental breakdown if I canceled because of the snow. So,
Probably not, but like, yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, I have to. But remember, it was the snow, and then it was the big dickhead at Canada Post.
Oh my god.
And it was that huge drama.
I love those sunglasses.
I know, I love them too. I love them too.
I want them.
Yeah, they're good sunglasses.
You need to get your hair done.
I know. I haven't gotten it done since May. I got so many
Me
questions.
too. I haven't done mine since May.
Okay, but yours doesn't look that different.
I know. Well, it's like really grown out.
She's blonde, but I get a lot of questions about if I dyed my hair darker, if I'm planning on going lighter. I am.
Keep going lighter.
But I just do it like once a year because that's all. Like,
Yeah,
this is
that's all
a
you have to
full
do.
year. This is a full year of growth.
Yeah, it's very long too.
I don't find everyone says it's long. Like when I met this YouTuber, she was like, "Your hair is so long. It doesn't look that long in videos, but apparently it is long."
It's long. It looks very long.
Thanks.
Well, when it's straight, especially.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Sir. I'm like nervous to go to visit.
Have you ever visited?
I haven't been since last year, maybe.
Oh, it'll be fine.
But like, what if they're like more strict now?
What do you mean more
like
strict?
about visitors?
Holy shit, we're not visitors. We're alumni, okay?
Okay, but like, I'm just nervous.
Are you vlogging every day?
Well, I had to take a break from vlogging because people were getting crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
I know. You need to update me.
Yeah, but I told them about the tragedy that happened at Cooper.
Yeah, that's.
But I was also saying how when we were at Cooper, like bullying was never tolerated.
Yeah.
Like even with like
Well, everyone.
like.
Yeah,
it
but
was never-
everyone who was bullies got kicked out.
That's what I said yesterday. I was like, everyone who was a bully got kicked out. There was like no tolerance.
I know.
Unless things have really changed since we were there.
Did you ever get bullied there?
No. I even said yesterday, like I would like.
You were like very quiet for the majority of school.
Yeah, and I was never bullied. When like I'd get anonymous messages like on Tumblr, and they'd be like, I'm gonna like post posters of like before YouTube. Like even with YouTube, I wasn't even bullied.
No, like
no one bullied me.
No.
And I was not like a popular person until like grade 11.
Okay.
But like really
Just boosting your ego a little bit.
like no, Nikki, like I would spend lunches in the library.
She was only a popular person in grade 11.
Well, yeah.
She was popular. She was the place to be. She was the girl to be friends with. If you weren't in her clique, you weren't a person.
We didn't have a clique. But like, you know what I mean? Okay, maybe popular was like a big word, but like
we didn't have popular people at our school.
No, but like I wasn't like. Okay, yeah, popular was not the right word to use, and people are gonna be like, she is so egotistical. But like, what I meant was like, I wasn't like involved in like social things until grade 11,
Yeah.
and then I started having parties, and I kissed a boy, So yeah, but I was never bullied. Even when they found out about YouTube, no one bullied me. I feel like those kids got kicked out, but like I was never like slammed into a locker, like bullied or anything.
Yeah.
But I was saying how we were so lucky because when we graduated in 2012, we
loved each other.
We all loved each other. Like there was no like cliques. Like there were people that hanged out together, but we were all friends.
Yeah, we all liked each other.
We all liked each other. I was saying how when we were in high school, our Instagram was like random. Like it was not
Instagram
like
Instagram was like posting
there was like
pictures
no
of,
selfies.
like, shoes and like
yeah. I remember we posted a picture of like our iPhones on Instagram. Like we posted a picture of gum. Like it wasn't like we were posting selfies or anything like that.
And like in grade 7 and 8 and 9, we were wearing like Oshkosh clothes, like children's like Old Navy sweaters.
Well, yeah, no.
We had shirts
American
with like pumpkins
Apparel,
on them.
the American Apparel phase.
Okay, they were hoodies.
You were wearing sweater vest from American Apparel.
I had one.
The lilac. It was a lilac. I thought it was so cool. I got one too.
What color was yours?
Lilac.
Oh.
It's just different now. It's just different for kids, and it makes me sad. Like, it makes me scared.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, how many original teachers... Whoa, that guy did not even look. I haven't been in them so long, but I love the school. But that's why when people are like, oh, I always knew it was a bad place for bullying, I'm like, shut up. Like, it wasn't. I think a lot of the issue is if you don't say anything, if you're, like, I don't know, our grade was very nice.
Yeah.
Like, people were nice. Like, the school can only do, Tony, my sister's grade was when it really started, but, like, the school and teachers can only do so much. Parents need to do work, too. Like, if your kid's an asshole, you need to, like, figure it out with them. Like, you can't tolerate that stuff. It begins at home, and there's only so much, like, teachers and staff can do. Don't blame the school. Like, it's not just the school's fault. Bullying happens at every school, and if, like, you went to a different school and the thing happened at another school, they'd probably say the same thing. Bullying happens in every school, especially now with social media and everything. What's another funny... I want to show them my locker and to show them where...
Ours was next to each other in grade 11.
Yeah,
in
it
the
was
basement.
Kitty, me, and you.
Yeah. We were always next to each other in grade 10 and 11.
What grade did we start being in each other's classes?
Grade 10.
10?
We had every class together in grade 10 and 11. We had so much fun.
We did.
With Mr. Blake.
Remember communications? I feel like, okay, so there are like 4 different things that you could be in. There was communications, liberal arts. Oh yeah, our communication class was a joke.
No, but everything changed apparently.
Well, probably, but like our remember like in what was it, business? They were doing like taxes and economics, and we were like making cupcakes.
And we did drama.
Yeah, drama.
We all got 9.
We had this crazy drama teacher.
You know, I saw him.
Really?
When I worked at Pharma, he came in.
He was a darling peach. He thought he invented the music video. He came into class one day, like, in a tizzy, and he was like, I've been robbed. And we're like, oh, like, what did they steal from you? And he's like, and keep in mind, this man had, like, a big Mac computer. He had tons of, like, electronic equipment, expensive lights, like, expensive everything. And he's like, they took the script for his play. And it was so funny. It was so funny.
He chained his Mac computer to the desk.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He chained it to the floor.
It was just, okay, sir, just don't acknowledge a stop sign. Okay, so here we are at our old stomping grounds.
Oh.
This is where Mike and I met. This is where Nikki and I met. Well, at the mini.
Mike and I met here too.
Yeah. This is where Nikki... Can I park there?
I don't know. No Cooper parking. Too bad.
Okay, I'll go buy a goddamn coffee at MTR. Like, give me a break. This was where Mike and I met. Room 203, math class. Nikki and I are late for class. We're gonna get a detention. I did. I wore knee socks. I wore knee socks instead of tights one day. Okay, this was my locker. This is where Mike would come and kiss me. Just kidding. So Nicole and I just left, can they even see you? We just left our high school.
Look at you collecting McDonald's coffee.
I know, it's good coffee. I thought Mike stole one. No. We're gonna go grab... Yeah, we're gonna go get something to eat at Dagwood's. They have... I don't like cold cuts, so... Normally you'd be like, oh, why are you going to Dagwood's? But they have really good grilled chicken, and it's like sliced grilled chicken, and it's not like stuffed chicken, so it's good.
Oh, it's so good.
It's really good.
I'm excited to have Dagwood sauce. What sauce do you like? Wild
I like
sauce?
the wild sauce.
Same. I have wild sauce and Dagwood sauce
I
together.
do too. You know what I hate though? I hate that they don't have fountain drinks.
I know, and you have to get a bottle.